What's good, y'all? It's my birthday today. I'm turning 27, but I want to give you all something, and that's a story. But before I do that, I want to show you where I'm at right now. Also, I just recorded this entire video and didn't realize I wasn't recording, so now I'm doing it again, okay? This is where I'm at, though. Not to flex or anything, but there's a reason why I'm showing y'all this. You can see out here, this is the ocean, Pacific Ocean. That's Santa Monica Pier. That's Venice Beach Pier over there. This is the fog. You can see the fog, like water evaporating over the ocean. And to the left, the fog turns into haze. You can faintly see like this gray darkness or whatever. All the way to the left, it's really thick over It's really thick over downtown LA. That set of buildings in the distance over there. And the reason why I'm showing y'all this is because you can't really see what you are in the middle of until you don't really know what you're in until you like step away and look at it from a different angle. Right? Now, story time. And then it's all gonna come full circle. Story time. So there's this dude who set out on this long journey by car. He was gonna drive. And on this drive, he knew he had a lot of stops to make. Things to do, people to visit, and he wanted to make the best time possible. He wanted to be as efficient as possible. He didn't want to waste time, and he wanted to drive as far as he could without stopping for each leg of this trip. And there are other people on the trip too, but he wanted to be sure to either stay with them or be moving faster. He didn't want to be moving slower than the pace that he wanted to go at. So he starts on this journey, and after driving for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, he finally realizes he needs to stop because he's running low on gas. So he gets to this rest stop and he's filling up on gas, and he's like, oh, dang. People are passing me. This is like too much. I've been here for too long. So he fills up the gas tank and starts going again. He's driving for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. The gas runs low. So he stops at another rest stop and he starts filling up. Then he realizes, oh shoot, I haven't eaten in like a day. And he goes inside, grabs food, hops back in the car, starts driving again. Hours. Gets to this next rest stop, and because the tank is low, he fills up the gas tank, he gets more food, and then he realizes, man, my body's so stiff, I'm getting sore just from sitting in the same position. I need to stretch. So he stretches, eats the food, the tank's full, stomach's full, and then he leaves to start driving again, and he realizes he starts getting he's dizzy, and he's like, okay, that's weird, that hasn't happened before. And so he pulls over and realizes he needs to sleep. He hasn't slept in such a long time, and so pulls over on the side of the road. He's still thinking about like all the stops he needs to make, all the people he needs to see, all the things that he needs to do, the people who left around the same time as him. He doesn't want to be driving too slow, and so he takes a power nap. And considering all those things, he's trying to start driving again, and he nearly crashes his car. And at this point, he realizes, even with all these stops, and filling his tank up, filling his stomach up, even moving his body around, he needs to sleep. He hasn't rested. He needed to rest. And this is a metaphor for, I'm talking about myself. And I hope this can relate to other people too, because otherwise I'm just gonna be airing myself out. But basically, what I'm trying to say, and I took notes because there's like a lot of things I want to share. What I'm trying to say is, this journey for me has been this whole social media thing. I've been making videos for like publicly for exactly 8.5 years now. That's older than a lot of people whose kids, more than twice as older than a lot of people whose kids are like, who could probably watch this video by themselves, like just to open up a phone and find my profile. You probably know how to do that at that age. Like it's kind of wild. It's pretty long, almost a decade. It's kind of a long time, you know? And so for me personally, that whole stopping and resting thing has been like realizing the times where I've gotten tired or been doing too much and have needed to take a break. But in those breaks, I never really rested mentally because I was thinking about all the other things that I need to do when I get back to social media, all the videos that I want to make, the other new things that I want to try, the people I want to collab with, the brand deals that I have coming up, the money that I got to make. keeping engagement up, trying to stay relevant in front of people's faces and stuff like that. And I've never really actually, like, I've taken breaks, but I've never truly rested my mind during those breaks. And so pretty much, I'm quitting social media. Not permanently, but indefinitely. I don't know how long, but yeah. So I'm just pretty much burnt out. I feel like creating is kind of like making food. You know, you're making something that you like, and that's cool. That's satisfying in itself. But when you're able to serve it to people and they enjoy it, it makes it like 10 times better. But if you leave the food on the stove for too long, it starts to get that burning smell. No matter what you're cooking, all burnt stuff smells the same, and people can tell when it's burnt. Gets to a certain point where you're like, all right, I gotta stop, you know? So what I'm gonna be doing is pretty much just taking time to be, you know, to be present, to learn how to be a kid again, learn how to be a son for my Jesus people. You know, like, God calls us his father, we're his kids. And if that's true, then there's an aspect of my relationship with him that I want to dive into deeper. And I know it's true. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, there's an intimate level of like parenting and affirmation and love that from him that I really want to receive, so that I can be filled up by that. And then when I come back, I'm able to output in a much greater, deeper way, you know, so that the stuff I make isn't smelling burnt or dripping with sweat because I've just been standing over the fire the whole time. That's nasty. Yeah, what else? Yeah, talking about being present. I actually found out about these this company called Techless, and they create wise phones, not smartphones. Wise phones, and what they are, it's basically a phone without all the social media and screen time stuff. It just has texts, phone calls, maps, calculator, a camera, and like other very basic essential things. I'm gonna be hopping on that for a minute, getting rid of this thing right here, as great as it is, just so I can chill, because life is so much more than what we do. It's who we are. And that might seem ironic, especially in this hustle and hurry culture, because it's just all about what we're doing or what we're not doing. But being is so much more important, and I believe it's so much greater, because it is. What else? Hey, what's going on?
What the dog doing?
Nature, am I right? Yeah, what else? Let me see. Oh yeah, in the meantime, what I'm gonna be doing is just yeah, for sure. What a beautiful interruption. I'm recording a video right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. What the dog doing? It's a lab?
Yeah.
Hey. His name's, what's his name?
Paulo.
Paulo. What's good, Paulo? Say what's up to the peoples. All right, or not. Fly flew my ear. You have beautiful eyes. All right, peace. So, later. Is it still recording? Yes, it is still recording. Cool. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, being a kid again, man. There's like things that we learn growing up that are negative for our like character, our personality, habits that we pick up, mindsets we pick up, just or things that influence how we live and respond in the world that we may not even be aware of, and we just got to get rid of those things. They need to get like out of us, you know. And so I've become more aware of just different things like that I need to go back to in my childhood, moments that I got to revisit, forgiveness that needs to be given, reconciliation, things like that from when I was a kid that I think will really benefit me and other people in the long run. What else? I took notes. Did I say that already? I said that in the last video I recorded. I don't remember if I said that in this one. That's why I keep looking down like this. Yeah. Oh, last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with. A friend of mine, we were at this conference. She went up and asked on the speaker on a panel. Guy's name is Andy Crouch, but she asked him, because she's a music artist, she was like, how do I stay relevant? How do I balance staying relevant? Because as a music artist, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to be relevant and stay engaged in order to make money and be successful. So how do I balance that with sometimes doing things that that God's asking me to do that might not line up with that. And I'm not saying that like God does not want us to be relevant. I'm just saying it's not a priority. Anyway, his answer was, let me find it in my quotes just to make sure. Relevance is only relevant for people who are in a hurry. He said it with such authority. He like paused after she asked the question, and it just came out like right off the top of his head. Relevance is only relevant for people who are in a hurry. If you're on social media to be relevant, then you'll get your 15 minutes or 15 seconds of fame, and then you'll be gone just like everybody else. You know, I'm not gonna say any names of people, but like there's plenty of viral videos y'all can think of that blew up, and now we don't know what the heck the people are doing. They never capitalized on it. Nothing happened, you know? Like it's there and they're gone. It's like a vapor, you know? Like the fog over the sea that's gonna be gone by like tonight or tomorrow morning if it will focus. It's there and then it's gone. For some reason, that haze stays here though, which again is why it's important to get away for a bit and just get some clean air. You feel me? Yeah, so I'm gonna be out for a minute. If you try to hit me up on IG, oh no, I'm gonna be posting stuff here and there as I feel led to. Like there's some stuff, but my like social media will not be on my phone. If you send me memes or try to reach out to me on there, I won't get it. I won't see it. I'm not gonna see it, okay? If you got my number, you got my number. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be out indefinitely. But yeah, 27 is gonna be cool. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And when I come back, I know y'all gonna enjoy this project I'm working on too. I'm really excited for that. So yeah, love y'all. Peace. Love, peace, and chicken grease.